Hey there, welcome back to Stick It Real, where we keep things real and help you build a life that's 100% you. Today, we're tackling something we've all struggled with at some point: starting a new habit. I mean, let's be honest. How many times have you told yourself, this is it, I'm finally going to get up early, eat healthier, or start that workout routine, only to give up a few days later? I've been there, trust me. For years, I'd stare at my running shoes every morning, promising myself I'd start jogging. I'd say, tomorrow's the day. But guess what? Tomorrow never came. I'd make excuses. I'm too tired. I don't have time. Or my personal favorite, I'll start on Monday. Sound familiar? I bet it does. But here's the good news. Starting a new habit is easier than you think, actually. You don't need superhuman willpower, a fancy app, or a perfect plan. You just need a few simple tricks to make it stick. Stick with me for the next 10 minutes, and I'll walk you through 3 easy steps to build any habit, starting today. No fluff, no excuses, just real strategies that work. Let's get started. Before we dive into the steps, let's talk about why starting a new habit feels so hard in the first place. Most of us think we fail because we lack discipline or motivation, but that's not the whole story. The real problem is that we set ourselves up for failure by aiming too high, too fast. We go from 0 to 100 overnight, and our brains just can't handle it. Think about it. If you've never run before, deciding to run 5 miles every day is a recipe for disaster. By day 3, you're exhausted, your legs hurt, and you're ready to quit. Or maybe you want to eat healthier, so you throw out all your snacks and plan to cook gourmet meals every night. But then life gets busy, you're starving, and you end up ordering pizza instead. I've done that more times than I can count. The truth is, our brains are wired to resist big changes. They love comfort and routine, and when we try to do too much, we overwhelm ourselves. But here's the secret. You don't have to overhaul your life to build a new habit. You just need to start small, make it automatic, and make it fun. Let's break it down into 3 steps that actually work. Step 1. Start smaller than you think. I know, it sounds counterintuitive. We're taught to dream big, set huge goals, and go all in. But when it comes to habits, big goals are the enemy of progress. The key is to shrink the habit to something so small you can't fail. It's about building momentum, not perfection. For example, if you want to start running, don't aim for 5 miles. Just put on your shoes and step outside for 1 minute. That's it. If you want to read more, start with 1 page a day, not a whole chapter. I did this with flossing, which I always struggled with. My goal was to floss just 1 tooth. Yes, 1 tooth. It sounds ridiculous, but it worked because it was so easy, I couldn't make excuses. Here's why this works. When you start small, you remove the pressure. There's no room for procrastination because the task is so tiny, it feels effortless. And here's the best part. Once you start, you'll often do more. I'd floss 1 tooth and then think, well, I'm already here. Might as well do the rest. That 1 minute of running turned into 5, then 10. Small wins build momentum, and momentum builds habits. So, pick a habit you've been wanting to start. Maybe it's drinking more water or writing in a journal. Shrink it down to something you can do in 1 minute or less. Drink 1 sip of water after waking up. Write 1 sentence in your journal. Make it so small that you can't say no. Trust me, this step is a game changer. Step 2. Tie your new habit to something you already do. This is called habit stacking, and it's one of the easiest ways to make a habit stick. Your brain loves routines. It's like a computer that runs on autopilot. So, if you piggyback your new habit onto an existing one, it becomes part of your daily flow without much effort. Here's how it works. Pick something you do every day without fail, like brushing your teeth, making coffee, or taking a shower. Then stack your new habit right after it. For example, if you want to start meditating, do it right after you brush your teeth in the morning. I wanted to stretch every day, so I tied it to my morning coffee. While the coffee brews, I stretch for 2 minutes. Now it's automatic. I don't even have to think about it. Let me give you another example. Say you want to start journaling. You could stack it onto your evening routine. Right after you turn off the TV, write 1 sentence in your journal. Or if you want to drink more water, do it right after you eat breakfast. The existing habit acts like a trigger, reminding you to do the new one. It's like setting an alarm in your brain, but without the annoying sound. The beauty of habit stacking is that it makes starting effortless. You're not trying to find time for a new habit. You're just adding it to something you already do. So think about your daily routine. What's one thing you never miss? Stack your new habit on top of that, and watch how quickly it becomes second nature. Step 3. Reward yourself and make it fun. If your new habit feels like a chore, you're not going to stick with it. But if it feels good, your brain will want to do it again and again. That's because habits are driven by dopamine, the feel-good chemical in your brain. So, give yourself a little dopamine hit every time you do your habit. For example, after I finish my 1-minute run, I let myself listen to my favorite song. It's like a mini celebration. I'm out there jogging, and then I get to jam to my favorite tune. Or if I read a page, I treat myself to a piece of chocolate. It doesn't have to be big, just something that makes you smile. I even started saying "good job, me" out loud after I stretch. It's silly, I know, but it makes me laugh, and that's the point. Here's another idea. If you're starting a habit like drinking more water, reward yourself with something fun after each glass, like watching a funny TikTok video or texting a friend a silly meme. The reward doesn't have to cost money or take a lot of time. It just needs to make you feel good. Because when your brain associates the habit with a positive feeling, it'll want to keep going. Now, a quick warning. Don't pick a reward that cancels out your habit. If your habit is eating healthier, don't reward yourself with a donut. That's just going to mess things up. Instead, choose something that aligns with your goal, like enjoying a cup of your favorite herbal tea after a healthy meal. The key is to make the habit enjoyable, so you actually look forward to doing it every day. Let's see this in action with a real-life example. My friend Sarah wanted to start journaling because she heard it could help her feel more grounded. But every time she tried, she'd get overwhelmed. She thought she had to write pages and pages every day. So I told her to try these 3 steps. First, she started small, just 1 sentence a day. That's all. Next, she tied it to something she already did, her morning coffee. Every day, after she poured her coffee, she'd write 1 sentence about how she was feeling. And for her reward, she let herself watch a funny cat video after she finished. It was a small thing, but it made her laugh, and it made journaling something she actually looked forward to. Here's the best part. After a few weeks, Sarah didn't even need the cat videos anymore. She started writing more than 1 sentence because she enjoyed it so much. Journaling became its own reward. She felt more grounded, more clear-headed, and even more creative. Now, she's been journaling every day for 3 months, and she says it's one of the best habits she's ever built. That's the power of starting small, stacking, and celebrating. So, how can you apply this today? It's simple. First, pick a habit you've been wanting to start. Maybe it's drinking more water, walking every day, or learning a new skill. Shrink it down to something tiny, like 1 sip of water, a 1-minute walk, or practicing for 1 minute. Then, stack it onto something you already do, like after you brush your teeth or right after lunch. Finally, give yourself a little reward, maybe a song, a treat, or just saying "good job, me" out loud. Don't overthink it, just start. The first step is the hardest, but once you get going, you'll be amazed at how easy it feels. I started with flossing 1 tooth, and now I'm flossing every day. Sarah started with 1 sentence, and now she's journaling like a pro. You can do this too. It's not about being perfect, it's about showing up for yourself, 1 tiny step at a time. So, starting a new habit doesn't have to be hard. It's easier than you think when you start small, stack it onto your routine, and make it fun with a reward. You've got this, I believe in you. Try this today and see how it feels. Let me know in the comments. What habit are you going to start today? I'd love to hear your wins. If you found this helpful, smash that like button and subscribe to Stick It Real for more real self-improvement tips. Let's build better habits together.